I've just put the last 3 back. One of them's the one laying there, just got up, and the other 2 are directly to the right in that bunch there. Now let's see what happens. See if they know to go under Mum. Be very careful, Mum. It's a shame she'll never be right because of her shoulder. She'll never be able to fly, she can't straighten her shoulder up. Don't go down the concrete, please, love. That's it, fan your tail. Poof everybody out of the way. Poor girl. Now you've got your wing caught up in your leg again, which is no good. We're going to try and straighten that, are we? Because she can't lift her shoulder, can't lift her wing out. She can only partly lift it and fan it out. She can't actually lift it up from the shoulder. So her shoulder's busted by the male. That little one there just falling asleep in the chippings. Silly little thing. What are you doing, you silly little thing? Are you okay or no? Careful, old girl, careful. Now you're going to sit on them. On the concrete. It's a bit cool on the concrete, is it, love? Don't know if that's one that I just put back. These 2 here looking at me, they're 2 of the 3. He's going to follow me now. 2 of the 3 that I put back. I'm going to shake this little person up a little bit. You're on the concrete, love. It's a bit hard on there. Are you with it? Are you with it, pumpkin? What are you doing? You're such a big guinea fowl, aren't you? Pecking at the chippings. Not the chippings you need to peck at. Careful, 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 love. Careful. I'm going to get out of the way. Right out of the way. I wish you'd come and have something to eat. I really do, because you're starving. I don't think they've touched any of that. It's probably still too hot for them in here. Threatening us with more storms, but whether that'll happen or not, I doubt. Yeah, pressure's all wrong. I normally know when it's going to storm. My head feels like I've got an elephant sitting on it doing the hokey cokey. But none of that today, so I don't know. Is that the same one I've just shaken up over there, or is that a different one? Looks half asleep. Well, he is asleep. He's asleep in the grass. Careful, dear. Mind your babies. They're so tiny. When you think turkey babies, poults, are 4 times this size. Yeah, come on, go with the others. I don't like you being lost like that. And what are you squeaking about? Hmm? So they're so arrogant. They don't need mum. We don't need mum. We're big guinea fowls. They're going to follow me instead. Well, I suppose, as far as you're concerned, I look as small as your mum, or she looks as big as I do, in comparison. Yeah. She's much slower than Maud. Much more attentive to where her babies are than what Maud was. I mean, her babies are, what, week old now? So just over a week old. So they're very wise to her movements. So when she took off this morning, if she had landed and any of them had been underneath her, or if they'd all been underneath her, she would have killed the lot. But I suppose with her flapping her wings to the extent she did to try and get up on the petition, probably blew the whole lot to kingdom come. Well away from herself, thank heavens for that. I don't know why she's not coming with this egg. I really don't. Careful, dear. There you go. Let's go and shake that one up again. Try and get him, it closer to Mum. So I don't know if that's one that I've just pulled back or not. Come on, baby. Over you go. Go to Mama. Go to Mama. That's it. There you go. Once they've all gone underneath her, or... Oh my... No, there's Mama over there. Yeah, these might be the last three I brought back. That's why they're following me. They don't know what my willy boots look like, but they recognise the hand. I think they're a bit chilly on that old girl. Stop eating chippings. So that's why you're not eating your egg, because you're eating chippings. Yeah, that's so nourishing. That really is nourishing. See, Maud had hay, so the egg was an obvious answer to food. You've just booted those two out. What was all that in aid of, eh? Well, that was the obvious thing to eat was the egg, but I should have just cleaned her out and put her on hay to start with until our babies were proficient in eating. So I'll put one dish of egg over there. See what happens then. Come on, babies. Yeah. Bit closer. I don't want you to move. Yeah. Is it not close enough, dear? Okay, I'll just very quietly push it a bit more. No, don't move. Please don't move. Don't move. Okay, I'm out the way. Hold on. One half under her tail there. That's so funny. There's 5 that aren't. I don't seem to know how to get under there. It is terribly hot in here again. Terribly, terribly hot. What are you doing? You drunk? I wish this little one here would wake up and do something sensible. Just fallen asleep on the spot. My arm's not long enough to encourage him over there any further without shaking her up. Oh, girl. Come on, you know me, you know I'm not going to do any harm. Go on, get down there with Mum, thank you. Alright, there you go. You're alright. I flicked him, I know I flicked him, old girl. Sorry, but it was a case of doing something quick without you freaking out. Right, okay. Okay, so he's gone under there, thank heavens for that. Those two over there think they're all that. Eating chippings, yeah, real bright. I want this one to go under now, then I'll be happy. Then I can leave and get on and do other things. Someone's just been trodden on down the other end, by the sounds of it. Oh, he's gone underneath, good. Okay. Well, I think we're all right. We're all right. I can leave now. Leave her in peace. She's asleep too, bless her, look. Poor girl. What a good mum. They are so sweet, turkeys. They really are sweet. I love them. Love them to bits. So I hate killing them. So these three have been reprieved because they're surrogate mums for me. But that little female out there, I don't know what to do with her. I wish she would go broody. Then I'd forget that stupid guinea fowl out there and say, well, carry on sitting on dirt. You'll get bored sooner or later, and I'll put her on the guinea fowl eggs that I've got in the incubator that were the guinea fowls. And she would be reprieved from the freezer as well. I'd just do the two boys and that'd be that, but perhaps nature would be kind and get her broody, then that'd be my excuse to keep her. Then I'll be the proud owner of 6 female turkeys with Morris. That'll please him no end. He'll love that. And I'll just use them to brood chicken and guinea fowl eggs. I have to decide which ones are theirs and which ones are Maud's eggs, and leave Maud to incubate her own turkey eggs. Fine, because they're fertile, which this year they haven't been, except for 2. Useless, absolutely useless. But that's perhaps because Morris has only got 1 female. Perhaps if he had more females, his fertility would go up, I should think. So perhaps that's what I need to do. All things happen for a reason. So let's hope and pray that that little female out there goes back onto lay and goes broody, and I can utilise her, and that'll be that. I'll be pleased. I've just taken 3 of No-Tail's eggs out that weren't going to be going anywhere. I'm not sure if they were infertile or just died fairly early on in the incubating process, but whatever, they're completely adult, so they're certainly not going to go anywhere. So she's now left, she had 15, she's now left with 12. About 4 or 5 of those look as if they've pipped internally, but because it's so bright in here it's very difficult to see, and I certainly am not going to disturb her when it's dark enough to see completely, but to me they look as if they've pipped externally. The membranes have all sunken down, and all you can see is the shape of the chick, so I think probably by tomorrow she'll have the first lot out. They're due to hatch Friday, so Wednesday, yeah, that'll be about right. So here's hoping. But she's doing well. She's very, very possessive over her nest right now. I took her out obviously to have a quick check of the eggs and to take out the ones that I knew weren't going to be going anywhere. And she really did hiss and puffed up and opened her wings and really looked quite menacing. She didn't impress me at all, but she knows that they're very nearly ready to hatch, so I shall be leaving her completely in peace for the next 24 hours, just dropping in from time to time to have a listen and to make sure she's okay, but I think she'll do fine. She's only a little turkey. She's a sweetie. As for old Broken Shoulder here, I wanted to get in and take the wood down where the nest was so she could get in there. She wanted to with her babies. But she's decided she's going to lay right by the door. She might move in a minute. There we go. That's it. Tread on them all. Oh, they're all still standing. I really do want to get in there and take that wood down. I don't like her laying on concrete. It's not good. You know, the babies are sweat up under it and on it. It's not good. So I'll get in and remove the wood now and take that food out before the mice eat anymore. At last, they're all eating. Thank heavens for that. I was beginning to get really, really worried. I was beginning to wonder if she was feeling unwell for some reason, because she didn't seem to be eating either. But I went over to the food and just did me what, even though they're not turkeys, they're guineas, but it works the same. I started messing about with the food, and 2 of them came over and started chirping violently and getting stuck into the egg, and The rest followed immediately, but she still hasn't eaten, so I'm a bit worried about her. That'd just be right, you know, she's looking after her babies just fine, and then she goes and gets sick on me and dies. So I'm left with 14 to rear. That would just be choice. Well, I'll have to palm them off on no tail, even though I don't think she could cope with nearly 30. That's it, knock 'em flying, dear. Just go and lay in your bed. It's nice and clean. I've sorted it all out for you. I've taken the wood down now, so you're not going to get too hot. No. I'll leave the light on for them for a bit longer and see if she'll settle a bit and... Go on, eat that moth. No? Okay. No? You want to eat the moth? Okay. No, don't lay on the concrete, please. Just go eat something, dear. Please. What's the matter? Hmm? Yeah, all your babies are there. All okay. You're going to go back to the concrete again, aren't you? That isn't healthy. That really isn't healthy. I think she thinks that they're too hot, and she's probably too hot. I want you to go and lay somewhere comfortable before it gets dark, because you're going to freeze there later on if it gets chilly tonight, which it may well not do, but if it rains it will. The temperature will suddenly drop by 20 degrees. Yes, it will. And you'll be sorry you ever sat there, because you won't move once it's dark, will you? Don't tread on your baby. No, come on. I'm not going to have you laying there. I'm going to open the door and scare you away. Come on, you're not going to lay there. It's not happening. Go away. Go away. No, you're not going to lay there. Come on. Come on, where you go? Where you go, old girl? Come on. Come on. I don't think you're 100%, are you? Don't get sick on me, please. I couldn't bear it. I really couldn't bear it. Where you gone? You're there. You're going to get squashed in the door now, aren't you? No. Go with Mother. Stop eating the chippings and go with Mother. Mother's going over to the nest. Good. Okay, old girl, that's right. You settle down there. You can in and out. It's not going to be too hot because I've taken the wood down so you can breathe. It's nice and comfy. There's a good girl. No? Oh, okay. Oh, dear. She's far more careful where she puts her feet than what old Maud was. And is. She still treads on her babies. She doesn't even know where on earth to go. Just lay down there. Perhaps I'll change the position of the light, and then she'll think it's getting dark. Oh, okay, she's laid down. Good. Good. Right, I'll go turn the light off now and then remove their food. Excellent. Good girl.